Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sabanson and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So today we got another episode for you guys here. Let's get straight into it. So, as you guys know, the Lakers got some devastating news in the past 24, 36 hours. We found out that Luka Doncic has a grade 2 strain, and he is set to miss between 3 to 6 weeks. That's how long it takes to recover from this hamstring injury, and the playoffs start in about 14 days, right? So it's a very serious thing, and it happened on a marquee matchup between the Lakers and Oklahoma City Thunder on national TV rather. So that occurred, right? But Stephen A. Smith, in typical Stephen A. Smith fashion, is always looking to make headlines, right? Because that's what he does. And apparently this time he took it a step too far because he is receiving some serious backlash from the comments that he made on ESPN. And actually, I found out about this from an article I got here from Fadeaway. It says, Stephen A. Smith faces massive backlash for hinting Luka Doncic faked his hamstring injury. But before we even get into all of this, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. All right, guys, it's that time of the year. The playoff push is on. Tournament hoops are in full swing, and there's no better way to cash in if you're right on all the clutch buckets and slam dunks than Prize Picks, America's #1 sports picks app, where it always feels good to be right. I finally jumped into their team picks feature, and I had no idea why I waited this long. First time I tried it, I was picking game winners and totals on basketball, and I actually came out right on my first one. But even more than that, watching the game just hits different. Every basket, every run, every late game stop actually meant something. And here's what makes it even better. It's not just individual games. On Prize Picks, you can pick who cuts down the nets, who wins the whole thing, who takes home the MVP, tournament, playoffs, even the international baseball tournament. You can call your own shot on all of it and cash in if you're right. Teams picks are live right now in 35 states. California, Texas, Georgia, Washington, and more, all in the same Prize Picks app you already know. Download the Prize Picks apps today, pick your first game winner, spreads, or totals as the playoff push rolls on, and get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup when you use code CLNS. That's code CLNS to get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks is good to be right. All right, so let's get to the article. It says Stephen A. Smith has once again found himself in the center of a controversy, this time for comments suggesting that Luka Doncic may have exaggerated or faked his hamstring injury during the Los Angeles Lakers 139-96 blowout loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Speaking on First Take, Smith questioned the timing of Luka's injury, pointing to his recent scoring run before suddenly grabbing his hamstring in a heavy defeat. So what we want to do is I want to play Stephen A. Smith's comments for you now of what he had to say about Luka, and we'll come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to that.
That was an ass kicking last night. That was a romp. Now, you can sit up there. I mean, we're going to talk about Luka and all the stuff. What we not going to do is gloss over that ass whipping that the Oklahoma City Thunder, the reigning, defending NBA champions, placed on the Los Angeles Lakers. Charles Barkley has never looked this good. He has never looked this good. Weeks ago, he got on all of us, sitting up there talking about the Lakers. He said, oh, my God, the Lakers win. I hope they don't win, because if they win, we're going to have these fools on television talking about they contenders. I'm still not going to sit up there and summarily dismiss them. It is one game, but the Oklahoma City Thunder showed up last night and said, there's levels to this. We are sick and tired of the damn noise. Let's pump the brakes and understand there's a difference between who the hell we are and who the hell they are. The Lakers were down at the half by 30, getting their asses whipped. I mean, it was a stomp, okay? And it was almost so that it's a good thing that Luka actually got hurt and had to get taken out in the third quarter, because when we saw him holding his hamstring in the first half, a lot of us were like, Wait a minute now. That wasn't happening when you were dropping 30 plus the last 12, 13, 15 games. But suddenly now your damn hamstring is hurt. We were looking at it with a raised eyebrow because an ass kicking will do that to you. It will make you humble. It will make you run for cover. It will make you want to run to the locker room. It will make you pretend you got to use the bathroom. It will make you pretend that something might be a family emergency or anything just to get away from those confines. That's the kind of ass whipping we saw last night. And they came into this game, and we wanted to see whatever it was that we wanted to see from the Los Angeles Lakers. Well, here's the thing.
Fantastic. So the article then continues on. It says, that triggered immediate backlash. Fans did not hold back. Social media quickly filled with harsh reactions aimed directly at Smith's credibility and judgment. Comments range from frustration to outrage, anger. So one fan wrote, "Dog, of course OKC doesn't. Of course he doesn't watch the games." Whilst others added, "The fall from this tool will be hard." Another one said, "The biggest clown in sports history." Funny enough, I didn't even read that comment before putting that. But anyway, it continues on. "A disgusting human being." Another guy said, why this guy has a job NBA related. Another guy says, "Pure hatred, and now the ratings are going down real quick." Another fan said, "Horrible human beings. Luka is hurt, and yet hating on a man is hating. Man is so brainless. You got to be stupid if you hire this idiot as an analyst." And it just went on and on and on and on and on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you call a gaffe. He had a gaffe. This is what happens when you spend more time performing than analyzing. And no one says an analysis can be entertaining, but that was a performance. You decide, let me throw that in there, maybe the ratings will spike, and then it blows up in your face like a damn grenade. And that's essentially what happened here. All right, that Stephen A. Smith was basically suggesting that Luka faked a hamstring injury just to get out of an ass whooping. That's what he said. And now fans are reacting to him in kind. People are calling him out for his reckless statements. But this is what you expect. If you go to the post itself, I think there's even more comments on it where people are just going off, right? One guy said, "Stephen A. just showed that he is even bigger a-hole and trash of a person. The only thing he knows is how to be loud and arrogant." He put a word that I won't put up there. Matter of fact, we won't show it. I'll just read that one. Another guy said, "Trash human being praising an injury." And it just went on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Another guy said, "I think this kind of commentary can mess with the player's head, though. Remember when Embiid got slammed and flopped, and it seemed like it got in his head for a bit, and it just kept on. I mean, people just kept on roasting him, man. People just kept on roasting him. Stephen A. I don't know, over the last 2-3 years, has made himself to be one of the most hated figures in sports. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people love him, but damn, a lot of people don't like him, bro. Right? In the sports world, a lot, bro. This ain't the first. Do you know how many times people have gone at this dude? I'm talking about like athletes that have gone at him. And now to make fun of a guy that is going to miss 3 to 6 weeks, I think the right thing to do would probably put out a statement and say, "Hey, look, guys, I was wrong. I made a joke in bad taste, and I was wrong. I shouldn't have made a joke about that." But if you think Stephen A. Smith is going to apologize for these comments, you have another thing coming. There's absolutely no way that this guy is going to apologize. He's not. If anything, he'll probably double down. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Stephen A. Smith. I present him to you. You guys let me know what you think about this guy in the comments, and we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.